Okay, so it's been a pretty stressful week with all this. Whoa. What was that? What the
I ain't got no.
What was that? Whoa. What is happening in here?
Y'all hear that?
What's happening, David?
Did you guys was my mouth
What? What was that? What was that?
Yo, this is
It's happening to you too.
Do you taste it as well?
What the
deep in my.
What was happening? What's happening?
What does it taste like to you?
It's all over my lip. It tastes salty.
Salty?
Yeah, and like someone
Thick?
needs to eat protein.
A little creamy?
A little creamy. Yeah, what the was that? I kind of enjoy it in my mouth.
Hey man, you heard about it? It's AJD.
So, as I was leaving the gym today, literally this happened like an hour ago. To get out of my gym, you have to go up a hill, and it's in between two strip malls. And so it's a very like narrow gap to get out.
That's where my studio is.
Yeah, like where his studio is, my gym is like the basement of that strip mall.
Yeah.
So to get out, it's a very narrow gap way, and then it leads straight into like a fork in the road. So it's kind of confusing to get out of anyway. And then as I'm going up this hill, there was a car parked in between the two strip malls. So it made the narrow gap even narrower. And so the front windshield was really tinted. And so I flipped the car off because I was like, man, screw this guy. Like whoever this was.
Did you see him? Did you see him and make eye contact and then flip him off?
No, I thought the car was empty. So it wasn't like a full blown like.
Right.
But it was just kind of like I had my arm on the center console, other arm driving, and it was just kind of like a fuck you, like a quick, simple whatever. I wasn't too mad, but it was enough to piss me off. And as I'm driving by, me and this guy make eye contact through his passenger window, and he looks at me, sighs, puts his head down, just shakes his head.
At you?
At me.
No way.
And I was like, nah.
No.
And so as I was driving by, I went,
yeah.
and I was like, fuck you, dog. Like,
Right.
no way you're going to
You
be
a
in the
bitch.
wrong and sigh at me.
Right. You want to hear some fuck shit?
It was you.
Me. No. One day a car was like supposed to be yielding for me, but instead just floored it and cut in front of me. And instead of flipping me off, like I honked my horn at him. Like I laid down on my horn. He just does this. He just does his hand.
Gives you a thumbs down?
He gives me a thumbs down.
That's worse than a flip off.
And I was like, damn.
That's worse than a middle finger.
I
If somebody
was
looked at me and
over
just
it.
went,
I was like, ah.
He just gave me the Coliseum.
Yeah, I thought like, he's supposed to yield, but no.
Y'all, welcome back, AJD.
you already
It's
know
your
the deal.
boy.
What up,
It's your
y'all?
boy Ant.
I'm Javier.
I'm David.
We back with another banger.
What are we talking about today?
I'm talking about strangers. Just multiple encounters, completely different encounters I've had with strangers.
With
that I've
strangers?
learned a lot.
Okay.
You've learned a lot from running in
Yeah.
with these strangers?
Yeah, and remember when David was talking about OGs, how they just love to talk.
Yeah.
Love to talk.
OGs, if you don't know what that stands for, old
Original
heads. Old
gangster.
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Old head. And he
Your
was,
grandpapa.
I was on work. I was on register.
Well, hold up. What are you talking about, David?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to talk about, you guys might have heard of him, Andrew Tate.
I have not.
Oof, someone right now is creaming their pants just hearing about Andrew
Just-
Tate. I'm talking about it's a myth, a construction myth called the line. Yeah, it makes you think a lot about society. All right, let's talk.
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
talk about some old heads.
Some
some-
old
Some
so
strange
first,
encounters.
first encounter.
So the first cryptid.
First one on the list. OG. And he comes in all the time, and his wife buys like the most absurd amount of lottery tickets.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she is lucky as shit.
Right.
The other day she came in and
Well, it gets
bought
to a point where, like, if you buy a certain amount of lottery tickets, it's not luck anymore.
You're
It's
playing-
just bound. You're bound to win.
You're playing the game.
No, but hear me
Yeah.
out. She came in, boom, bought a 20, came back with 50.
I
Bought a 30,
Balla?
came back with 75.
Balla?
Bought 50, she didn't win anything.
Damn.
Bought another 50, won 100.
Balla.
So
yeah,
won
so
both
and then
So
and
she
took
broke
that
even.
100. Yeah, took that 100, bounced, And then she's done this on multiple occasions. And she even comes in with like collections of lottery tickets.
Okay.
You guys probably know what I'm talking about, right?
She's a gamer.
Yeah. So and but
she's a gamer. When it comes to that lotto, she's a gamer.
She's a gamer.
She and her husband, this man. So little did I know, he goes around the world, well, around America,
right,
and has fireworks shows, and they're fire.
Nuts.
Like they spend $40,000 on them.
Wow.
Yeah, type shit, and it is crazy. And he showed me 30 minutes worth of my shift.
You got paid 30 minutes worth to see
fireworks, bro, and they were hard as shit.
What do you mean, like outside?
No,
or like
literally
video?
in the check stand.
He's just lighting them up.
So I was checking them out. I was helping. I was assisting up there because I was on store.
Right.
And I checked him out. Bro whipped out the phone, didn't say a word. Said, "You want to see some?" Started showing me.
Showed you
shit,
John Melvin's international fireworks show.
Yeah, dude.
35-minute logs with the grand finale, the China bomb.
Bro, he was talking about cakes. They were
just actual sticks of dynamite.
Yeah, this man is just a terrorist.
They had mortars. 12.
He's recruiting you to ISIS, and you loved it.
And I loved every moment of it.
This right here, sir, is a Russian.
That was
man.
that was OG encounter.
Right.
That's
we
fire.
have the fucking young buck.
Young buck.
Ooh.
He just graduated.
The young buck old head?
No, not the old head.
Just a
Old
young
head's
buck.
out of here.
That's
Uh-huh.
bullshit.
The young buck. I was shopping at Walmart. I was going to get. I was going to get some rabbit stuff I need, and I was going to grab my dad
As one does.
some hot salsa and some
As
chips.
one does.
And I was just actually in these shoes. He was like, "Bro, I like your shoes." I was like, "That's what's up, bro." And he was like, "Are you a shoe head?" And we just got to chopping it up, like a real ass conversation. Started talking about his goals. He was like, "Yeah, bro, I don't want to do college." Well, he said, "I don't want to do a 9 to 5 my whole job. I'm working on this customer service job, and we're trying to land another deal with my homie for like $50K." I was like, "Real shit, bro." I was talking about my rap. I was talking about the podcast. Put him on, and he was dope as shit. Got his number and everything. Dude was dope.
Fire.
You got his number?
Yeah.
That's very rare for me to go out in public,
That's
talk
what
to
I'm
someone, and get
saying.
someone's number.
Yeah.
First of all,
That was the last. I was trying to look for the fucking hot salsa, bro, on aisle 9. And bro was like your shoes. 15 minutes later, dude we just chopping it
Dude's
up.
got the digits and
you
everything.
know what's
and
fucked
just-
up with me, bro? After an encounter like that, in my brain just goes to them just not existing after that.
Yeah, like I forget that they ever exist.
It's not even that. My brain just goes to them just walking away from that conversation and just like, I don't know, disappearing.
Yeah.
No,
Never
my-
to be seen again.
I never seen him again.
Yeah.
My brain forgets that they exist, and then 3 years later, I have a random number in my contacts, and I'm like, "Who the fuck is John Walmart?"
I got a guy named fucking
like,
Big Buddy Guy.
Yeah.
Like, who is that? Someone
Who the
explain to me who Big Buddy
who
Guy
the
is.
fuck
my
is
phone.
John Walmart.
who the hell is Bunny Man?
And okay,
and
so
why
my,
has he called me 3
my last
times?
one. My last one I got this. So this was a middle-aged man.
Mhm.
I know. Did y'all work the last couple of days?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I know y'all felt the pain of that Mega Millions. That shit was killing me
Oh my
already.
God.
Oh, for everyone who don't know, that shit is at 790 million.
It was
It's
at
at
8.
1.8 billion.
Billion? Oh,
It's at 1.8 billion dollars.
Oh, Lord.
And for the 3 of us who work at a gas station,
A very busy one.
this is an exact encounter. Hey, boss, can I get 20 on Mega Million, 10 on Powerball, and then a couple cash for life, please? Run it. And then I got
And then
13
2
tickets that I
$5
need you to check.
scratchers.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I also won $30 on this one, so I need you to give me a 50 as well.
What if someone wins at our store? What are we doing?
Telling them to run some money. I sold him the damn ticket.
Right.
I'm giving him a fucking $1 billion money order.
Yeah.
Like, that shit gonna come out in
Buddy.
booklets. Nah. And
Oh,
so
fuck.
yeah. Speaking of that, I was caught up in
So
some
it looks like our
Mega
money machine
Million-
doesn't work no more. You gotta,
What's up?
Nothing.
Looks like a money order machine is out of paper.
Look like you gotta wait till next week, sir.
I was on register. I think it was an OG. He comes in consistently, and he always has like, okay, so I have blah 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 here. I want this and that, and then I have another one whenever you're done. Yes, bro.
Every time.
Yes, and he has it mathematically statistically solidified in his head.
Yes.
So if I fuck up,
He knows.
he knows.
Yeah.
Like in the slide, it's like $1 over,
Dude,
50
and
cents under.
these people, like, they'll hand you 65 strips to run through this machine, and it'll be a total of like $127.
Some might not even be winners.
And these people will know, like, from the tickets that they've won money off of to like the like play slips that you like run through the machine that will charge them the money. They know exactly what they have to pay.
It's
down
annoying
to
as fuck,
down to
bro.
the fucking
So bad.
dollar, because all of them
Man.
are like $1, $2, whatever. But man, like, there's a lot of OGs that come in.
the combo pack.
All the time, bro.
Hey man, can I get a jack pack? And it's like, fuck you.
Okay, I have an important question for you guys. Would you guys ever eat?
7.
Would you guys ever eat a human being to save your life? Let's say you're in a
Yeah.
Utopia,
Yes.
survival games like shit.
Yeah,
Even like Maze Runner, right?
Yes.
yeah,
You eating another human being.
yeah.
absolutely.
Not a lot, but yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
I would like piece by piece,
Right, like-
just to survive,
like Mad Max type shit. Use blood as fuel.
to like maintain myself. Yes,
Yeah.
To
If
not
it
die,
gets
I
to
would.
it.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't chow the fuck down on my homie Chad.
So-
but
I wouldn't
like,
chow down on this motherfucking
yeah,
quad
I
right
would,
now.
Yeah, I wouldn't like.
Out
Like,
of curiosity, no.
Yeah,
no, right.
like I would just, I
For
would do what I
survival.
needed to.
You would have to be
survive.
pushed to the brink of cannibalize.
Yeah,
your
like
homie Chad.
my stomach is eating its own lining
Right,
before I
okay.
like take a bite out of my
So-
homie's toe.
Saudi Arabia is rebranding.
Cannibalism?
No, themselves.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Do you? I've seen this on Twitter. Twitter's has been a fucked up, not a fucked up, a weird
It's
place.
always been weird.
This weekend.
Twitter is just like
So it's
own world.
very
I swear.
hypothetical.
Yeah.
What I'm about to talk about is called
Okay.
The Line. Have
Yes.
you seen this?
Yes.
It's
I
the
haven't.
craziest
it's
shit.
nuts.
Yeah, I'm gonna show the video for all the viewers, and for the listeners, be sure to tune in to the video to check it out. But so what it is this this basically it's this housing project that's gonna be able to house up to 9 million people. Is what they're like.
Damn.
Is what they're saying.
What
that could happen.
want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what it's gonna be is 1,064 kilometer piece of
Strip.
yeah,
Yeah.
of building
Houses?
basically. Yeah, that runs its own energy, is renewable energy, no cars, everything's walking distance. Imagine people imagine
So a
housing-
community?
Yeah.
So every
So
like
fallout shelters type shit above ground?
so imagine essentially like the road
Yes.
has, I don't know, like 1,000-foot tall walls that on the both sides is mirrored.
Mm.
So it like to us it would just be a massive mirror. To the other side it would just be a massive mirror. But in between is a community.
So
and every like 100-foot chunk, like these numbers are like whatever, but just for imaginatory reasons, every like 100-foot chunk is its own community that people would have their own like grocery stores, schools, businesses, and living quarters in this chunk.
all in walking space.
Yeah, like it has its own like pathways through, like its own like foot travel highways.
If you want to take a look at the video.
So yeah, it's supposed to hold 9 million residents, 34 square kilometers.
34? Like 1,000 or
I think is the like. Hold on, let me go back. It's not letting me go back. 34 square kilometer footprint. So I don't know if that means like across or like in total.
right.
Or you wear size 8?
But so the reason I bring up the fact that Saudi Arabia is quote unquote rebranding is because
5-minute
when it
walk,
comes
man.
to
That's
companies rebranding,
That's crazy as
like
fuck.
like Facebook or
Did they put a time estimate?
no this is like I said,
Man,
this
this
is
is
gonna
all hypothetical.
Yeah, this is
Right.
this is literally just like.
What they want to
would be
do.
cool.
Right. This is like a quote unquote special
hypothesis.
project.
Isn't this only one project of 3? Because I'm pretty sure I saw another one that was like a pentagon one,
Uh-huh.
and then another one that was, I forget what the other one was. Maybe it was like an oblong shape, but yeah, this is like one of 3 like many things that Saudi Arabia is trying to do to like maybe attract tourism.
That's what I'm saying. So when it comes to like companies rebranding, we've seen it with Facebook, and I'm gonna use Facebook a lot because when it came to it, when they were laying off a lot of people and their stock was really crashing, they changed their name to Meta. That's what it means when a company rebrands themselves. Now we got Saudi Arabia, who has just, I don't know if
They're
you guys
treating
heard about
themselves
this.
like a brand.
Here, have you heard about this?
No.
They've done a mass execution of 81 quote unquote terrorists, and it's one of the biggest like mass executions. So it wasn't like
When?
kill. It was during March, like March 12th.
Like months ago.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? So now they're trying to rebrand and say that they're going to be able to house 9 million. So how would you feel being locked in this like community-based system where every community is like basically walking feet apart from you? That's the whole like selling point, is that like everything's going to be walking distance.
See, that's what's
Your
so
school,
like
everything.
That's, I mean, if you think about it, for the world, that's great.
But a country running it with little to like sketchy human rights,
it's so like, even if like even if the US was doing it, it's again a great idea for the world, because it has essentially like no carbon release,
right?
Low pollution.
Yeah, like it's all like everything's walking distance, so there's no cars. It's like everything's within a 5 minute walk radius, so it's insanely convenient to where like where your living quarters is, 5 minute walk to work, your kids have a 5 minute walk to school.
See, the work, and then
you will.
Are they gonna have their own ecosystem in this motherfucker?
Yeah. Energy will be renewable. So that's what I'm saying. Sounds great. And
So
like,
you're gonna
on
work
paper.
for energy? Imagine.
I mean, yeah, sure. What? So what? It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think that's what they're gonna do?
Probably
Work
not.
for energy?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? Yeah.
Probably not.
I mean, I bet they're gonna have some solar panel like shit.
Yeah, I think it's all like hydro and solar and wind. Like it's
So-
all like renewable. It's not.
Yeah, that's
It's not your
The
basic
reason-
like coal plants or
The
anything.
reason I started this segment off with Utopia shit is because this brings me back to like, have you guys ever seen Snowpiercer with Chris Evans, the guy who plays Captain America?
no.
So in this movie,
Rest in peace.
the world is in the middle of a ice age. Everything's frozen over,
Ooh.
and the only sustainable thing keeping the only population of humans alive is a train that continuously goes through the world. And in there, the train has its own like status
Society.
of society. Exactly. The lower class that eats nothing but cockroach melt infused bricks of food. They work for a living. They live in the coal mines, the whole shebang, in a car.
Low class.
Like the trunk or the caboose of the train.
Yeah.
And in the middle of the train, you got the people who are working. Like the middle class.
Yeah,
People-
you have your middle class society.
and then the higher ups, their kids are going to school. They are eating what the workers are cooking. They're living the
it's
life.
1800 society on a train.
Exactly. So now you have not this train like moving thing, but so-called, like I quoted, the line where I don't know. And you know what I'm trying to get at?
I know what you're trying to get at, but from the looks of it, it looks like only like high class lifestyle.
You think so?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't
Like
look
bougie
like
shit.
Yeah, like it doesn't look like a low class thing.
So what form of the line would like a lower middle class person get? Like a bunker? You think we get bunkers?
How big is this damn train?
Forget the train, Anthony.
Oh, my fault.
the train was an analogy.
We're talking about the line itself, right? Let's say
Okay,
the
okay.
line is only going to be able to house one of the most elitist of us all, right?
Okay,
the
yeah.
1%.
I'm
What
reading
about
you.
the remaining 98? Where would we be housed?
Yeah, we would
When it comes to our world being melted
well,
away.
I mean, I feel like it's just going to be another one of those things.
rework.
That was
we
so
get
vague.
what we work for.
it's not going to be another one of those things.
It's just
Sorry, it's
some
just
shit.
going to
Society.
be. Yeah, it's just going to be another thing like society. Like everything is going to start out like great. High class people are going to get first
lines.
picks of like where they set up their own society,
Right.
and then it's going to trickle down to whatever's next is like the upper middle class, and then you get middle class, and you get lower middle class, and then you get like low class people who are the like workers.
Right.
Like, I hate using that term, but like,
It's true.
but like the equivalent to the movie of coal miners who like basically just get the shit end of the stick, who work the hardest and are the most deserving of the high quality lifestyle, but literally just get shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's going to be another thing like that. Like, there's going to be certain communities within the line that are really high lifestyle, really nice schools, really nice businesses, nice grocery
That's
stores.
what's so like confusing when it comes to the line, because let's say one block of the line is infested with crime, right? Let's say, do you not think that
But I feel like it's going to be bigger blotches than just like, here's the 100 or like here's 100,000 foot whatever block that is all like the elitist of the elite, 1%, highest paid, like highest respected celebrity class people. Now here's the block with the highest cream rate in the entire world. Crime rate in the entire world, right next to each other. I feel like it's going to be like, here's these 18 communities that like slowly get like less and less high quality.
It just brings up a lot of questions, you know? Like,
oh yeah, like this is entirely new.
Right. So like that's what I'm saying. Is like, how is law enforcement
There's
gonna work?
so many questions.
How is it gonna come to like,
is each block gonna have their own kind of law enforcement?
Yeah.
Are they just going into this blind? Kind of talking about a guy that you might have heard of, might have not. He's been on a lot of social medias lately.
I feel like we should start
see a
off,
picture?
We should start it off differently. We should start off with a question. Have you guys ever disrespected a lady?
Outright disrespected a woman?
Anthony, have you ever slapped a lady before?
Like,
No.
to the worst qualities of ever disrespecting a woman, have you? Andrew Tate.
Yeah, I forgot about the guy.
So, like, that is the embodiment of this man. And so,
Really?
Yeah, this man claims that you can get rich fast.
like, get rich fast and, like, own women
Basically.
is this man's, like, whole life motto.
And that's what he's selling in like Hustler
Like
University.
in classes?
This
yeah,
is
like
a
he has like a whole
program.
like
Yeah.
online thing that's literally called like Hustlers University.
While it, like get rich and like take over.
Take
Build a
out like
kingdom.
yeah, like build your kingdom and have like and just have
Have bitches and
own
money.
women. And it's nuts. Like just some of the things that I've heard this man say.
It's just
Of, like,
outlandish.
I've heard this man literally say like, yeah, look, I believe that a man can cheat on a woman and still love her. But if a woman does that, you gotta break up with her. And it's like, what? Like that is such
But the way he like
that's such a double standard.
The
But
way
like,
he-
and that was me nicely saying
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
the way that he words that shit is nuts.
Disrespectful.
and it's like for me it's the way he networks. It's the way that like he builds up
Promotes.
He gets all these people to like join his program and then like promote his own TikToks.
Isn't it like a pyramid scheme?
Yeah, it is.
Like,
We talked about this before.
Yeah.
Me and you separately.
Yeah, because it's like, because other people to get money, like, post videos of him,
Mm-hmm.
and then they get money from that, and then they get, so like Andrew Tate, he will not like pay people, but like there's people below him that will get money for like posting videos and doing a whole lot of shit with Hustlers University, and then these people will get people. And then those people will then post videos of Andrew Tate
get more
and go
people.
from there. And then those people will get more people. And it's literally just this pyramid scheme that's like, what are other pyramid schemes? I forget the name. Like, it's like, imagine
Dogecoin
Amway.
and Elon Musk.
No, I'm talking about like regular classic like pyramid schemes.
He had something personal.
Imagine like Amway. It's essentially Amway, but posting like Andrew Tate videos.
Yeah, exactly
Which
like
is
that.
nuts to me.
And-
And it's literally the most blasphemous, insane,
Outlandish
sexist,
bullshit.
like, sorry for the difficulties, but we're back. So, some of the things that I've heard this man say is that I forget what show that he was on whenever he said
He's
this.
not even on shows. He just appears on people's podcasts.
Yeah, he just appears
bro.
on people's podcasts.
like internet shows and just shit
Yeah.
like that.
And
it's so
If we had the opportunity, would we have him on?
well, yeah, and I
Yeah.
would let him know that we're just gonna
We
be
disagree?
disrespecting him.
Yeah, outright. Just
like we'd let him know,
The
like
one
you
that's
can,
private?
nah. So just go to videos and just look at that.
just look it up on.
So one of the things that I've heard this man say is that if a guy is dating a girl with an OnlyFans, he owns those parts of her body.
oh
So
yeah,
he is therefore
he says some blasphemous shit like this.
he is therefore responsible for a decent pension of the money that she makes.
right.
What?
That doesn't. It's like, where do you get that from,
Yeah.
bro?
Why do you put yourself on such high of a pedestal to believe that to be a fact?
Yeah.
Like to
I
where
don't
you
know.
are now responsible because
It's just
the girl
money,
that you're
dude.
with has an OnlyFans. Like that is essentially a job
It's just the money.
that she is getting paid essentially the same way that you are getting paid.
It's fine.
Why does
Leave it. Continue.
so why does she then have to owe you money?
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's Andrew Tate and Daniel, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
They're just examples that too much money would absolutely make you look like a buffoon.
And then
you know?
there was another one that he
Or
was
you're
on.
gonna make yourself out to be the buffoon. You're gonna self-implode and absolutely look like a fucking idiot with all the money you accumulated.
That video I just watched, she was like, so you're saying it's okay to have multiple partners? And he was like, yeah, in every society, and even in ancient cultures.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like he brings up, Tracer brings up so much evidence from ancient cultures, ancient
Yeah.
And them
practices.
motherfuckers used to kill each other for territory. Not saying we don't do that, but back then them motherfuckers used to, you do it for a job.
Yeah.
It
And
was
he's the guy to
as
tell you
fuck.
that real men will still kill for territory. Don't tell me that shit because you're a little bitch.
Yeah,
literally.
That's what he will tell
Literally.
you. He, like you tell him that shit, and his gears and his Andrew Tate brain.
will just be like,
oh, I can do that.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
And
he's
like,
one of them dudes.
Yeah.
one of the other things I think he was on Barstool and he was talking to what's the Barstool president's name?
I know what you're.
I watched
talking
Yeah.
a video on him. He's
So like the Barstool president is talking to him and Andrew just goes, yeah, no, like the smartest people in the world are men. 100%. And he was like, why do you say that? And he was like, well, you got to look at the bell curve. If you
Gotta
look at the
look at
bell curve, then men tend to be on the extremes. The smartest people in the world are men, and the dumbest people in the world are men. Women tend to be mid. They tend to be in the middle. Like I know a lot of women, and I haven't seen any of them be as smart as the men
Do you
that I
know a
know.
lot of women,
and a lot
Andrew?
of women, and I haven't seen any of them be as stupid as a lot of the men I know. And then they're like, "Where are you getting this information?" He's like, "Studies. Look them up." And they look them up, and there's not a single study that proves his point. All studies prove that men and women are equal, and it's straightforward across the board.
Yeah, baseline.
That, like,
50.
And it's
that there's just as many smart like men and women as there are dumb men and women. And then he was like, well, look up IQs. Highest IQ in the world. I forget her name, but it's a woman. Like, it's the same
did they
shit.
pull that shit up on?
They did. They pulled that shit up on him. And then like
That's
he was
good.
just like, okay, well, maybe I was wrong, but I read a study like 7 years ago. Shut up. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You just think you have a big dick and you think that you can just say shit with confidence. And sadly, a lot of people will believe you. But the second
That's
you
what
put
I
a-
would
they
have
put
get
a
at, bro.
TikTok-
Yes,
That's what I would have
if
get
you
at.
say something with enough confidence, people will believe you no matter how blasphemous and bullshit it
There's
is.
always gonna be one guy out there like, whoever this guy is speaking to me on a religious level.
Yeah, like they will just jump on ship no matter what. Like you can say literally, like if I were to sit here, puff my chest and say the sky is green, somebody would believe me.
I guess the only question residing is, when the fuck are we gonna sign up for this Hustler University program?
Right now.
And why haven't we signed up already?
Right now.
I'm on it. I've actually been a 2-month membership.
You've been a
Really?
hustler?
Yep.
And you're still broke.
Yep.
Still broke.
Broke as shit.
And
Proves the point.
maidenless.
The fucking
And maidenless?
Yeah.
The class costs $85 a month.
Yeah, you know what? That's another point. I bet Andrew Tate ain't even an
Probably
Elden
so
Lord.
expensive.
That's what I'm. He ain't
That's
even
what
an
I'm
Elden
saying,
Lord.
bro. I bet Andrew Tate ain't even done the Origins Easter egg yet, bro.
Oh, he ain't built.
I'm
I don't
just
have time
saying.
for video games. I'm out here taking over women
I'm over here eating ass, taking grass, baby.
And owning women.
and smoking grass.
Alrighty, everybody. So that's gonna conclude everything.
Yes, sir.
We hope you guys
And
enjoyed
ma'am.
everything.
And ma'ams.
Oh yeah,
Don't
Maiden.
forget.
And
Yes.
non-gender
And
specific
maids.
humans.
Oh,
And
yeah.
non-gendered. And ducks. If
Can't
you're watching.
forget about
We'll
We
see you
hope
guys next
yeah,
week.
we hope you guys enjoyed this one. We got a light tune. We got a whole bunch coming up for you guys. Tune in
We're now going to start uploading some other kind of content that
on
resides.
Instagram too.
Yeah.
We got
Yeah.
our reels going up a bunch.
Be sure to like, subscribe, share,
hit the
comment.
bell icon.
And
All
thanks
the
for the love
good
on the
things.
TikTok too.
Yeah.
We're at 1,700.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alrighty, y'all.
Keep showing y'all's love.
Have
See
a
you
good
guys
night.
next week.
Click, click, boom, chopper rearrange you like a glitch do. Stick shoe, bitch, I'm shooting 20, thought I missed you. No